Yo, it's your boy, EternalBlackFlame, back on this camera once again. Um, 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 let me, it's Mother's Day, so that's a thing. I guess if you really want it to be a thing, then that's a thing, but it's something in the water or something. I got this great to be back on the camera once again. Guys, everybody's Pantheon meaning the group of gods, the list of gods for a specific group of people. Everyone's Pantheon packed heat, and I'm talking about this because Christianity was going over Christianity. I was like doing a little bit of insight into Christianity, and I was thinking everyone was right. And it just made me realize that there's so many beings that we have access to, that we could call upon for help with many various tasks in life, that it's almost unfair. I really think it's almost unfair if you're not tapping into different if you're not tapping into the divine energy or the divine frequency of all these goddesses that are available and known, because a lot of people may think that all those were made up or whatever, and that's not true. If you ask me, everybody was cooking, and this new thing, Christianity, is a little bit misleading, because if you break it down, they got all these different the archangels, or I may be wrong, but they have different people with different abilities that do specific things that you can call upon for specific things, which diminishes their claim of like the one higher power. I really think what they were going for is for there to be a focus on one specific guy more than the rest. I really think that's what they were going for. They kind of just went about it in a kind of weird way. But when I started doing some research, there's so many celestial beings, divine figures, that could lend us power. And it's like it's really like putting in a cheat code for a game to get something that you would have normally not been able to get. But instead of the cheat code rendering your achievements locked for the rest of the game in that save file, oh no, your Achievements are still on board. You're still green. Still go for achievement. You can still get any achievement at any time. And quite frankly, you might get it faster because unlike cheat codes, because when you enter a cheat code, it disables like achievements, unlockables, if you will, that give you a certain sense of prestige, being able to play through the game a certain way. But in this case, it would be like putting in a cheat code for the game, but there were no blocks toward you do. There were no, what do they call it? I don't want to say deterrence. It's just, there's no deterrence. There's nothing for you to be like, you know what, maybe I shouldn't do this. Now, besides something like morality speaking, I would say, but because everybody was cooking, Norse, you got Norse, you got the Egyptians, you got Greek, Roman, we got which a lot of these, if you're asking me, a lot of these pantheons really were descriptions of the same beings, but put in a way that whatever civilization was talking about it or digesting the information could understand or could see clearly. Follow me now. I'm hot right now. I'm hot. I'm cooking. Follow me right now. I really think a lot of these, if not all of them, are the same deities, same gods, goddesses, same celestial, same divine beings, whatever you want to call it. I really think a lot of these were the same beings, and the only difference between each civilization talking about it was just that it appeared in a way, they appeared to those people in a way that those people would readily understand. You get what I'm saying? You get what I'm cooking? You get what I'm cooking? And these beings, they basically resonate on specific frequencies. And for example, Nike, it's a big one. Ye goddamn huh? Nike is a big one, and it's in our face every day. Nike, a lot of people don't know, is the Greek goddess of victory, both in warfare and friendly competition. Nike, she's beautiful, by the way. And if you were trying to accomplish something, for example, you could call upon Nike, the spirit of victory. Hey, Nike, I really want to do this. I'm trying to win at this. I'm trying to whatever. Can you boost me? Can you fill me with the energy of victory? Can you bless me with, can you bestow upon me the essence of your existence? Because she is the personification of victory. So, can you walk with me down this path? It's something that you could do. And that gets me to another thing. While I feel like it's everybody, right? Until you get to breaking, once you get to breaking Christianity down to a certain level, you really understand that it's not even like just just one major figure. But for those who have not taken it that far and don't even understand really just the what all encompasses who does what and all of that of Christianity, it can be dangerous, I'm saying, because if history has taught us that everyone knows, and I'm standing on that. I'm standing on business right now. If history has taught us that everyone knows that there's multiple deities, there's multiple divine entities, there's multiple gods, there's multiple goddesses, then they all each do specific things. They all play together, work together, and to form a coherent system of existence, right? Why was there this big push for there to be one? Why was there a big push for there to be one deity, one God, one celestial, one divine being? It's just, it's fishy. It's sus, bruh. It's sus. And it's sus because everyone, literally, from the dawns of understanding of, we can go back in the histories of man, everyone has known that there's more than one of these guys. And for there to be such a big push to focus on one and to delete all the rest, and for there to be this focus on one, which is not even really true if you get to breaking it down extensively. But I want everybody to really think about that, because who is this one? And if there was such a grand shift for everybody to be moved from the understanding that there is more than one deity, there's more than one God, there's more than one goddess, and just a profound and hammer I'll kill you about it shift to just one. What's so important about this guy? And I think that we really should be paying attention, because if everybody besides you in this, let's get a little story. Everyone in this story knows that the sky is blue, and then there's you who come with your people, and you tell where was I? Okay, forget the story. Listen, it just really doesn't resonate well with me for there to be such a massive push into one person. Who is this one person? Why is he so important? And if you just really break down feats, and it's an extensive road that we could travel down. But however, furthermore, nonetheless, I want everybody to know that there are a lot of beings who may be actually the same being under a different name or appearance or both, that resonate certain frequencies, that tap into certain existence or continualities of the universe itself as a whole, like functionalities. That was a better word. Functionalities that tap into specific functionalities of the universe as a whole, and they're one of our greatest resources. There's resources beyond ourselves, and I really think if you haven't broke down, because Christianity breaks down pretty pretty much how every other thing. It just depends on how. I'm not gonna go too far into it, but it really does break down pretty much like how every other pantheon broke down. However, I do feel like a simple introduction into it will limit you in your capability, and I strongly believe that you could be accomplishing great things. Don't get me wrong. You could be accomplishing great things tapping into that power, but I cannot sit here and honestly say that the things that you could be doing would not be greater if you understood that there's more influence, there's more affluence from different influences, albeit divine, to guide you or strengthen you or imbue you on your journey. The solar rhythm, the sun pulses in a rhythm. The energy of the sun has a rhythm, and it flows through my veins, and it gets me all hot and bothered, and I get to radiate, and every molecule of my being is the light. So I get to getting hot, and I get to getting restless, and I be having to jump on this camera and drop some heat for y'all. And the heat for today, to sum it up, because I may go deeper on some of these topics. This is a new direction, really, if I'm being honest. You can hear the chains up in my music. No, I mean, stop. Chief Keef did drop that Almighty Soul too. If y'all ain't heard it, I ain't been a cat. But I just wanted it to be known that there are things greater than, which are of us anyway, and we're just physical manifestations of these things, which is a whole nother story too. But I'm not gonna cook on that right now. I'm hot-blooded. There's lightning, fire pulsing in my body right now, and it's just making me talk on this camera. And I got much love, and I got much respect and prosperity and abundance to everybody watching, everybody yet to watch, everybody that will watch. I appreciate y'all, and I get on this camera so I can spread some knowledge. Little side note, I'm pretty sure one of the next videos coming up is going to be taxation without representation, because what the heck is that, right? Because that was the reason that the Civil War, the American Revolution happened in the first place. And currently, Americans are going through the same thing, because we don't really accurately have representation in office. So I'm not really understanding why we're paying taxes, and I'm also not understanding why we're paying taxes on money that was taxed. So then when we spend the money that was already taxed to buy stuff that's taxed, that stuff is also taxed, you know? But, I just wanted to let y'all know that there's I'm pretty sure that was my fucking brother. I'm pretty sure that was my brother being a douchebag. But, yes. It's a lot of good stuff coming up. It's a lot of good topics on the way. So y'all stay tuned. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, drop a comment down below. A combination of all of them, if you can. I really appreciate it. I really appreciate you guys. Oh my god. Society would say Happy Mother's Day today. But I'm not society. I am the sun. I am the light incarnated into a physical being to experience the extensions of my true capability as if I don't really know, which I think is awesome, because do I really not know, or do I just like playing around? I just like fucking around. It's we're everywhere all at once, people. And by we, I mean me. I don't know if you guys are there yet, but I'm everywhere all at once. I'm everything at once. I am everyone at once. I am everywhere at once. I can see everything at once. I can hear everything at once. I can taste and touch and feel everything at once. And it's a pleasure to be on this camera, experiencing myself, experiencing you, experiencing these things that we call everyday life, isn't it? And I look forward to eternally existing in a continuous discovery of self with you guys. It's nice. It's been, I'd be lying if I said it's nice. It's amazing. It's extravagant. It's a miracle. And you're a miracle. And I appreciate you guys. And prosperity and abundance to all you miracles out there who are experiencing this experience that we call the experience. I'm done messing around in this camera, and by messing around, I mean cooking up some heat, because that's what I do. I am the eternal black flame. Back on this camera once again. I do this. I gotta keep doing this. I missed you guys. I hope you guys missed me. You like, yer.